Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you are doing well. I am back with Project Life 2021. This is part 2 of April, and I am working on this. I think it's just going to be one page spread if I'm remembering correctly. And this is when spring was first starting around my area and all the trees were in bloom and it was so pretty, and I wanted to make sure I captured that, so I had quite a few photos of that. When I was actually sitting at my desk working from home, I looked out my window and it looked like it was raining flower petals. It was so pretty, so I had to go outside and I took some pictures. And you can see that 3 by 4 in the middle row on the far right. That's what it looked like on the ground. There was just all these little white and purple petals everywhere. It was so pretty. So I'm just basically going around and I put a couple different Tim Holtz strip stickers on, and they don't stick very well, so I do add extra adhesive. And on a few of these I pulled out my label and I added the strips to the labels just to make them stand out a bit more on the page. I thought they kind of blended in a bit too much, and this just kind of gives them a little bit more weight, and I think it makes it look nice. So you can see here I'm just adding on those word strips now to the labels. And then I'm just going to glue these down with my adhesive, just trying to find the best place to put each one of these. I thought a blue one would look nice here. I have some blue in that polka dot card, so I thought it'd be pretty to bring that blue across the page because there is quite a bit of pink. I have some blue in that packaging for the potatoes too on the left. So now just gluing that down. Now I'm going to move on to some other embellishments. I'm going to pull out these little glittery stickers. I've had these for quite some time and I want to add them throughout the page, trying to get this sheet used up. So I'm going to pull out ones that look like a little string of hearts. I'm going to put that down on the picture of my daughter and the dog. And then I have a couple little hearts that I'm going to sprinkle around on a couple different cards, and that's what I'm going to use from that sticker sheet. Then I have this one here. I think it's from crepe paper, and I don't think I used too much. I think I pretty much only used this one word strip, and I thought it was a little thick, so I am just trimming it down a bit, and I'm going to put that down on the picture of my daughter and the dog, and just as cute, because Indy, the dog, was laying on my daughter. And I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive. I was trying to put it on top of that glitter sticker, and because it's got that glittery texture to it, it wasn't going to stick, so I just added a little liquid adhesive. Now I have these Illustrated Faith puffy stickers. I'm going to put a couple of them on the layout. I think I pull a little flower that I'm going to add, and I think maybe a heart, and then I have that little love arrow. So just kind of playing around with the placement of that to make sure it fits nicely. And I think I pull out some hearts as well. And I don't remember if I end up pulling them out and then putting them on and then I actually move them later. I can't quite remember. I think I felt like it was just covering up too much of this space here, so I do end up pulling them off. That's what I do, yep. I have this little yellow heart that I thought would look nice and it didn't take up as much space on that photo, so I added that. And then I have these little puffy stickers. I can't remember where I got these from, maybe from Hobby Lobby. Maybe Michael's, I can't quite remember. I think they've been in my stash for quite some time, and I think I'm just going to pull off a little flower. I think that's the only sticker I use from this sheet. Oh, no, I'm going to pull out one more flower. The little critters on here are so cute too, but they just didn't really go with the page this time. So now I have these die cuts that I'm going to put around the page in a couple places. I have the flowers. I think I'm going to use flowers, and I might use a butterfly. So I'm just going to sprinkle these around where they seem to fit. It seemed to go well with the theme with all the little petals that flew down on the ground. I thought that would look nice on this page. So I'm just auditioning a couple different things to see what I like. And I've also had this pack for quite some time as well. So I end up putting that little dragonfly there on the polka dot card. And I really want to put something else. So I'm looking and seeing if this butterfly is going to work, but it's just not going to fit. And then to make sure everything stays down, I'm going to use a little liquid adhesive to make sure everything stays down on the layout. So I'll glue everything up here. And actually this is going to be a 2-page spread. I forgot there is a second page on this layout. I'm just doing the one 12 by 12 page at a time. It just fits better in the camera and it just makes sense to do it here. And I think they actually might have been from 2 different weeks, so the colors and stuff are just a little bit different on the second page that I'm going to be doing here in just a second. So there's a close-up of all the cards and what they end up look like. And then I'm going to move on. Oh, I guess I figured out I needed to do a little bit more. I'm going to add some journaling here on the photo of me cooking dinner. And I'm just going to say this is my kind of cooking because I don't really cook. I just pour bags of freeze-dried potatoes out into water, and then that's dinner. I'm going to add some enamel dots all around. I thought it would be cute to add some more texture to the layout. And I'm just have these in my stash. I don't know where all of them have come from. I have some of the packaging, but most of it I've just pulled out, so it's a little easier to thumb through and opening up, so I don't have to deal with that packaging. So here's the second page. So for this page, I am going to be adding a bunch of different things from my stash. I'm going to have these butterflies. They kind of have some dimension to them. They have a little puffy, sticky adhesive underneath parts of the wings, so they do have a little bit of dimension, which is pretty fun. And I thought they went really well with the colors that I have on this particular spread. This sticker that I'm adding here to the picture that I'm taking out of the window is from the dollar store, I think Dollar Tree possibly. And I got these from my mom for Christmas one year. And I thought the colors also went well with kind of the muted kind of yellows and reds and things like that in this particular kit or this particular layout. This is a little label that I'm going to tuck under there so I can do some journaling. And then I just had a little extra piece of it, so I thought it would be kind of nice, and it just kind of anchors the butterfly here. And instead of putting it back on the sheet and trying to use it later, it just seemed to make sense to use it up now. These are from Teresa Collins too. I think I got them from Michael's forever ago. Taking some pictures of the snow. Of course, it was so beautiful the layout before, all the pretty flowers, and then snow came. That's the fun thing about living in the Midwest. There's always a different weather, it seems like, every other day. I'm going to use this cork sticker here. I'm going to add that to this photo. I thought it went well with the snow that we were getting. And I like the brown color too. It also just ties in some of the other colors that are on the page already. This is just going to be a circle sticker that I'm going to use to add a little bit of journaling. I'm actually going to take some number stickers and put them in there. That's going to write out 52. This is where I was working on my 52 tags challenge earlier in 2021. I ended up not finishing it. I got about halfway through and then I just kind of fell off the wagon. I'm hoping maybe to catch up on that this year and then finish that whole project up. I keep procrastinating though, but it's so much fun to do. It just collecting all the pieces of fabric and stuff to make the tags is not one of my favorite parts. I like making the tags, but collecting it all is not always my favorite part. So I've been procrastinating that duty, but I do want to get that done. That's one of my goals for 2022. So now I'm just going around and adding some journaling on. Here I'm going to find these or use these foil letter stickers as well. That's just going to spell out the word office. This is what my office looks like at work. So I thought I'd document that. It's always fun to see over the years and at different places I've worked what my office looks like. I do work from home part of the time, but I also am in the office 2 days a week. So I have an office at work and at home. Just going to do a bit more journaling on this particular photo here. Talking about the crazy weather that we're having or that we had. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep journaling on all these cards. This year I have not started any Project Life, so I'm still working on my 2021 album. I have not done any Project Life for 2022. I've actually been journaling in just kind of a, I don't know what size notebook it is, but just a notebook and just journaling that way, but I have not been doing any Project Life. I don't know if I'm going to do Project Life this year in 2022 or not. I just really haven't decided. I don't know, I love the project, but I'm just getting bored of it. I noticed, doing these last couple of pages in 2021, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because my stash and I'm just bored of what I have in my stash because I keep thumbing through the same thing. Maybe I need to get a kit. I think I've mentioned that before on one of these videos where, it's just the same stuff I'm thumbing through constantly. And I don't know, I'm just kind of bored with what I have and bored with the project. Although I really, really enjoy the project, I don't know. I just haven't been motivated to do it as much. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen in 2022. Like I said, I'm still trying to finish off 2021. I may skip Project Life for 2022 this year. Just not sure yet. I am still going to work on junk journaling and some other things, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Like I said, I haven't even printed any pictures because I'm still trying to catch up from 2021, but I don't know. It'd be sad not to do it, but don't know, I just haven't been in the place where I'd been interested in doing it for some reason. So we will see. Shall see. I can't talk. So now I'm just taking some washi tape and putting it around the layout. It's always good to use up your stash, so I am pulling out my washi tape, and I tend to kind of use this in spurts. I will forget about my washi tape for quite some time. I won't use it for a long time, and then all of a sudden I'll use it on several different layouts, and then I kind of forget about it again. So I think after this layout I will use it on my next layout quite a bit too, just because I had it in mind, so I wanted to use it while I had it and was thinking about it. So I'm just kind of putting it around the page. This is a great way to add a little bit of color and kind of pattern to the page without adding a lot of weight. So I do recommend this as a good way to use up your washi tape and use that stash that I'm sure you have a lot of. And I do like how this looks, and you can see I'm just kind of adding it to the sides of some of the pictures, and just across to kind of anchor things down. So sometimes it helps to kind of anchor embellishment cluster down so that it doesn't look like it's floating. So that's another way to use the washi tape. Sometimes I just kind of use it as a little band that goes across the page. I don't know, it just kind of gives the page and the cards a little bit different look to them without doing a whole lot of work. Here I'm going to trim off a little strip of it, and I'm going to use it like it's holding on that little label there, and I thought that looks cute. And then I am going to finish off this layout with a couple of these cork stars, and that's pretty much it. I do believe I show you some close-ups of the cards. If you have any questions, leave those below. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Talk to you guys again very soon. Bye bye.